All right, hello and welcome to this next video on work orders. We're going to be breaking down the work order overview and talking about setup and best practices. We're going to be looking at our grid properties, footers, and auto calculations. Now, how do we get here? Maintenance, work order overview. Within the work order overview, when we're talking about setup, there's a lot of work that went down and has already gone into the setup as far as the entering the units and services and parts and all of that. That's not what we're talking about. What I want to just show you is how I have my work order overview set up as far as the grid property is concerned and the auto calculations that you see down here. Now, when it comes to the grid properties, if you don't know, you can select on the grid properties option right here and you can select everything that you want to see. So I don't really like to select a whole bunch of stuff that goes way outside of my range over here. This is the stuff that's most important to me, as you can see, I have it all the ones selected that I want it to show. You may want to show other things, and that's perfectly fine. But in the work order overview, this is what I like to see. So I have the work order number, the unit name, the unit number, scheduled, when it was completed. That way I can go back and forth between my open and completed or show both, and I'm going to see both of those. So right now it's kind of useless because I'm only looking at the open work orders, but I don't have a open grid properties set up and I don't have a closed grid properties set up. So I want to know, so I'm going to have to leave this here. And then I have the category, the group and class, the technician, the labor estimate, labor hours, any downtime, and unit record. Now, when it comes to labor estimates, as far as planning and scheduling is concerned, I want to be able to see how my total labor estimate based on a certain date range. So if this was a 1 week view and I saw 67 hours down here for labor estimate, and you'll notice I have in here some of them are 0. Those are most likely breakdowns that have not been attributed hours to it. The only ones that are showing labor estimates are going to be my preventive maintenance, where I already had estimated hours associated to it. So I have to account for those zeros as well. So this could be upwards of 120 hours. I need to know that as a planner scheduler. And so how do you do that? Right down here, if you right click on the footer down here, you can see that I have it doing a sum calculation of all the labor estimates. I can also select minimum, and it's going to show me what my minimum is. In this case, of course, it's 0. I can also show my max, so I can see that it's 9. And then I can show a total count. There's 23. And then I can even give it an average, and that's 2.92. That might be helpful like in downtime, but not here. So in this case, I just sum it up. Same thing with total labor hours. This is actuals. And then I can even do that with my downtime to give me a total. So that is the general setup and best practices of your grid properties. Hope that helps.